Okay, give it a minute. Get my voice going. Some lemon water. Let everybody get here. And yeah, thought we would do some mixed media coloring today. And you'll always have a few smiles. Hi, Icy, Nanette, Leah. Good morning, Ashley. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Have to talk about the streamathon. Since you wanted to volunteer to do it, I actually do not know if I can make it this year. Hi, Northern Lights. Let's see. Is it bright enough? Does everything look bright enough, guys? I'm sure when I open the white paper, it'll brighten up again. Change. It always does. How you doing, Mary? I didn't see you stream last night. Are you okay? I hope you're all right. When you don't stream, I got a little cut on my finger, guys. So you got a little band-aid there. That's what happened. Hi, Debbie Bruce. Happy Monday to you too. Let's see, Ashley. Who else? I'm sure I'm missing some people coming in. I did post. I was working on this last week, sort of, kind of. So I did finish my lemur, and I did post it on IG and Facebook. So hi, Arlene. Hi, Pamela. Well, I'm fading out. I am fading out. Stream. I might not do it. Okay. Well, that's all right, Mary. I probably won't be able to do it either because that weekend we're having a family thing. And so I probably won't make it either. So, well, get rest. Good grief. You work hard, Arlene. I mean, see, I'm looking at Arlene and Mary saying hi to Arlene saying hi to Mary. Then then I'm not going to say anything until you decide. I won't announce anything, Mary, until you decide if you're going to do it. So we'll just it's early still. I'm not going to say anything then. Well, I mean, I've said it now, but you know what I mean. I'll make an announcement. So let's see. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I did finish it. I started it when Denise was here last Wednesday, which was a hectic day. That was one of those days that I was trying to do way too many things on a stream. I'm going to have to pull that rope back, right, Mary? When you're trying to do too many things on a stream, because when Denise is here, I try to make it about her, let whatever she's doing. But I was trying to do way too many things that day. Hi, Calora. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Nashwa. Let's see who else. Reading. It's just fun to come listen. Yeah. Well, hang out and chill, Mary. Just hang out and chill with us. Let's see. Dawn. Who else am I missing? So yeah. So I thought we would just I'm going to do some different mixed media techniques in the color book. So I'm not going to probably finish a page. I still have to finish this. But I'll maybe work on this for a minute just to refresh how we did it. And I think I'm just going to pick some random pages and just do some mixed media. I got some watercolor. I got my Poscas. I got some ideas. So I think we're just going to do that today. And I do have these comics to show that I backed the Kickstarter for those. And I got those in over the weekend. Let's see. Hi, Barbara. Little sister Cheryl. Hey, girl. I love it when people wave. Let's see. Missy. Calico Cake Kathy. Maseki. Hi, Marsh. Good to see you. I got in my Young and the Dead Kickstarter, and so I'm going to show those. So I won't have to throw out a man card too soon. Marsh made this one. So if we get too girly in the channel, we got to throw out a man card for the guys. Let's see who else is here. I think I've said hi to everybody so far. So yeah, so I did finish this and posted that. So I wanted to show it. And I did make a couple more prayer pouches that are going to go out. Hang on, there we go. Let me get them untangled here. There we go. So they go like this. They're on a cord. And I got the beads coming down like this. So they have beads on them right there on the cord. And this one has hanging beads. Well, they both have hanging beads. There's the front and the back. So, and then it's got a little opening, and I put a prayer in there. And so there's one. I'll probably take pictures of them and post them. They're kind of similar. And this one. And again, the beads are separated there. So there's the second one. And then here's the back of this one. So yeah, I did 2 more prayer pouches. Oh, thanks, Marsh. Thanks. Hi, Beth. Let's see. Scrap Girl. Hi, Janet. Okay, everybody. Let's sing happy birthday to Janet. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Snarky Janet. Happy birthday to you. Had to throw something in there, Janet. So thank you, Arlene. So happy birthday, Janet. Her official day. It's her birthday month, but it's her official day. Let's see. Dawn, CK. Thank you, Beth. Beth put us a little tune in there. Where'd it go? There it goes. Chat rolls quick. Canadian artisan. Canadian artisan is now Carol. She was Carol, Magical Touch Carol. So she changed her name to Canadian artisan. Let's see. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What year? They will mend. Let's see. Missy. I said hi to Northern Lights. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Janet. So yeah, thanks everybody. Where's Pacola? I said everybody saying hi to Pacola. I missed her, and I missed Kimberly, Pacola. There she is. The chat's going by. Everybody's saying hi, happy birthday to Janet. So it's going brrr. Hi, Icy. Who else am I missing? Everybody trying to click on everybody saying happy birthday to Janet. So yeah. Hi, Melissa G. Let's see. Who else? So yeah. So thanks everybody for wishing her a happy birthday. I won't sing anymore, I promise. Well, no, I won't promise, but I'll try not to sing anymore. So okay, well, let me move this out. So yeah, if you want to see it again, I do have it on Instagram and Facebook. So let's move that off to the side. What else do I have to show today? My prayer pouch. I guess let's go ahead and show my comics that I got in. So Scott Circland, who I've followed for years and years, and have bought his Young and the Dead series over the years. And so let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's do these first, and then I'll do the variant covers. So here we go. Let's start with these. So I backed the whole thing. I backed everything. Let's move this over. So the Young and the Dead, no zombies allowed. And he says it's kind of like uh, Goonies meets zombies meets um, the 80s kind of kid things. And so it's a fun comic. Hi Ozgen. Good to see you. Wishing Janet a happy birthday. Nanette, I'm sure I'm missing some people coming in. So thanks everybody. So these are his the story here. So I'm just going to show them to you. Well, maybe I should flip through one just so y'all can kind of see what's going on. And so I do follow Scott Circlin, and I do follow, and so does Marsh. Marsh is here. He follows all these guys too, comic in the comic world. And I had no clue what address you guys got to, so I'm not seeing when I'll get mine. Well, get in contact with them, Marsh, and make sure. So yeah, I'm sure you want them. So I'm just gonna flip just so you can kind of get an idea here. So Scott drew all these, and I'm just flipping really quick here, just so you can kind of see the quality of the work. And so I bought the whole series, which I've read all but the newest one, in the past, but I wanted the whole collection. So I got all the different ones here. And then open another one to show you, or let you look a minute. Just so you can get a little quick peek. So, and y'all go follow all these talented artists that I'm going to show. Yeah, it is. Isn't it, Marsh? I know, it's fun, isn't it? So those are his comics, and I got a hand-drawn cover. So it's just his cover. I got the 3D, so you actually get 3D glasses, and you can see this in 3D. And then a blank one. I guess, if I wanted to do one on there, I could, but, I probably won't. I just like the whole collection. So these are this is all his art. And then he had some of the other artists' friends draw variant covers. So I'll show you those. I did take these out of the backboard so that I could show you the backs, because that's who did the variants. So I'm going to show this. So it's the same comic in the inside, but the covers have been drawn by other comic artists. So so follow them if you. Hi, Terry Brett. If you like comic art or watching artists draw comics, that's what Marsh does on his channel. He will draw while he's streaming. So if y'all don't follow Marsh, let me find him again here. There he is. So Marsh makes comics. And so Scott Circlin did the Young and the Dead. And he actually did these before. What's that TV series out now? It's just slipping my mind. I'm trying not to think of too many things at once. But he did these before that came out, before that TV series came out. Not Walking Dead, but the younger kid ones. So yeah, I was kind of like, oh well, no, not Walking Dead, the TV series. Oh, well, Walking Dead is too, but it's the younger kids in it. What is it? It's been on for a few years now. I don't watch it, so I can't really remember. I mean, I watched the first couple of episodes, but they're young Stranger Things. Yes, thank you. Stranger Things. Thanks, guys. So he did this before Stranger Things. Okay, so this here's a variant cover, and this one is done by Corey Kerr. And so here's his information if you want to follow any of these guys here. So it's Corey Kerr. So he did this cover. And then this cover is done by Gary Hodges. And all these guys stream and do art. And let me turn it over here. I have Gary Hodges comics. I've shown his comics before as well. And this is his cover. My Trans Am. I actually had that car. I've shown you the picture of me sitting on it. I actually had that Trans Am. So there's Gary Hodges again. Then the next one we have is Federica Marchetti, and I don't know her, but she's I think she's one of Scott Circlin's artist friends that works with him. And this is her cover. Hi, Shaz. I know, right, Marsh? Well, you're not so shabby yourself, Marsh, but just saying. Thank you, Pacola. Yeah. Now his Kickstarter, I mean, I'm not sure if it's in demand now. The Kickstarter might have gone in demand. In other words, you can still buy it, but after he fulfills all the people that backed it originally. So you'd have to go look and see, because I'm not sure what he's doing now that the Kickstarter has not, I don't want to say expired, because it could be in demand. But yeah, go over there and look at it, and it'll tell you if it is. Okay, then the next one. This one is done by Russ Leach. There again, there's his information. And this is his cover. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one, Rachel. It is. The one where I went under an 18-wheeler. Yeah, because somebody ran me off the road. Yeah, that's the one. And then the last one is Joshua Kimball, which I've talked about him before. And I have 2 of his books. And he's working on a third about Elizabeth Barrett Browning, a graphic novel. And so again, you can always follow all these guys and watch them work and work on their projects. So there's The Young and the Dead variant cover by Joshua Kimball. And you can follow them all on, again, you can find them and follow them on Instagram. And so, yeah. Awesome variants. So there's my collection that I backed for Scott Circlin's The Young and the Dead. So if y'all like comics and like supporting awesome artist, then Kickstarter was this one. All right. So thanks, guys, for watching that. I know. I know, right, Carolyn? It's awesome art. Yeah, well, go follow if you don't, if you're not interested in zombies, and I understand, but go follow all the artists on social media, Instagram and wherever else they are, and you'll see some amazing art. And on YouTube, of course, follow them on YouTube, because then you can watch them actually work. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They all have awesome YouTube lives. And so does Marsh. Marsh, are you going to stream tomorrow night? Marsh, I think, is gone to Tuesday nights. But, sometimes people got other things to do. So, but do follow Marsh and get the notification so that when he does go live, you can go watch him. Very chill. Marsh is very chill. I've known Marsh for I don't even know how many years. Lots and lots and lots of years. So, yeah. Let's see. All right. I'm sure I'm missing. Hi, Deb E. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing saying good morning to people. But so yeah, I thought I'd pull out this Pop Manga Dragons by Camilla Del Recco. Let me get comfortable in my chair. It's a squeaky chair, but I'm not getting a new one, so don't email me. Hi, P Money. Good to see you. Oh, tell Ruth I said hi. Good to see you. Oh, you will be streaming tomorrow, Marsh? Okay. So y'all make sure and follow Marsh. Okay, so yeah, I have Camilla's I think I have all of her color books, and the mermaid, the pop manga, the cute and creepy. This is the dragons and other magical mythical creatures. And I've done a couple things I've started in, not too many. But what I thought I would do today is just do some, I don't know that I'm going to finish a page, but I think what I'm going to do is try and just show some different techniques. Now, in a color book that's double-sided like this, you can't use your Copics because it'll go right through. So, alcohol markers. You can't use alcohol markers on because they'll bleed right through. Now, there's some color books that are only one-sided, and of course, you can use your alcohol markers on that. So, okay, good night. And so, for those y'all know, Jen Oz is in Australia. So it's probably 9, 10, 11 there. Jen is 11, almost 11 o'clock at night there. I think they're 14 hours ahead. I think they're 14 where she is in Australia. I think she's 14 hours ahead. And y'all go follow Jen too. She does she's just coming back from a hiatus, and she's doing art journaling again. So yeah. Good. Thanks for stopping in, Jen. Let's see, there's Flo. It's midnight. Okay. So y'all are 15 hours ahead. So we don't have daylight. Oh, yeah, you don't have daylight savings time in Queensland. So I'm just going to do some different. I got some of my watercolors here. I'm going to try I have not tried my Jane Davenport layer cake paints in a color book yet. I'll probably use my Poscas, maybe some other markers. And I thought I would do some patterns. I got my Poscas here and some watercolor markers. So I got those here. What else? Let's see. Anything. I mean, we just might try some different things. Maybe some fine liners, pens. Of course, we're going to use pencils, pencils. And so, just for those that don't think, oh my gosh, Denise is always telling us that she just uses crap pencils. Well, I love my Prismacolor, and I also inherited my mom and my Uncle Gary's pencils. So I'm not running out of pencils, people. These are all my Prismacolor pencils. Plus, I have a couple others in some cases. So just FYI, when you see me using a nub, when I'm using a nubby, don't say, oh my gosh, she's down to a nub. I got more. The other thing that just made me think, did y'all ever see the Nightmare Inn episode of Frasier? Anytime I hear the word nub, I think of that Frasier. So it's my favorite Frasier of all time. Nightmare Inn, when they do a radio show of like a murder mystery. Y'all, it's on YouTube. You have to go watch it. It is hilarious. Thank you, Bacola. Hi, C&P. I said hi to Carolyn. It is the funniest Frasier ever. Welcome back, Terry. I think it's called Nightmare Inn. If you put Nightmare Inn, INN, if you put that in on YouTube, you'll find it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so good. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to move my pencils over here so we don't cast a shadow. I'll probably zoom in here in just a minute. But I'm just going to flip through first. So this one I need to finish. I did the background, and I've done the stencils here, so we might do some more stenciling. And I say to show it, but y'all see me do it. I mean, in my color book playlist, and I have playlists for tons of things. I think I don't know. Do I have how many hundreds? Well, I'm not going to make Pacola answer. She might just remember, but I've got hundreds and hundreds of ColorBook videos. So if y'all like knowing about different techniques and different things to do with coloring, then I've got tons of videos on that. So yeah. So we and anytime when I finish one, I do post them on IG. So and don't forget to, if y'all are just coming in, today's Janet's birthday. I have no idea what she's going to stream today. Janet streams at 1 Eastern after I'm done. Over 500. You were looking yesterday. Oh, thank you, Maverick. Yeah, I know I've got way over 1,000 videos, but I think I have like 500 ColorBook ones. So there's plenty to watch. If y'all just run out of things to find people to watch. So this one I do kind of want to finish. And I will zoom in when we work. So I need to finish that one. So you can see how it started. It started with the wash of acrylic paint. And you could use, and I'm going to use watercolors too to do kind of the same thing where you use a wash and then you can go over it. And here's what all the background, those little antlers, they're all going to look like this. But I didn't want to make y'all watch me color all those. You know, but there's a close up of the detail of the little bat bunny, if you want to call it that. Thank you, Leah. Y'all are so sweet. Thanks for all the thumbs up, and I do appreciate it. Hi, A Cluttered Life, Shelly. Let's see. So I don't know which ones I'm going to do. I did finish this and post this. Again, stencil background and watered down paint, then gone on top of with color pencil. I almost always use color pencil on top of whatever I'm doing. So I just thought we would do a few different little techniques on it because I do want to try my Jane Davenport watercolors on the pages. So this would be a good one for stencil background because there's nothing in the background. So yeah. So this mythical creatures, dragons and mythical creatures. There's our little axolotl. This is just painted with the black background, and then I put the little hearts on it with Posca. And so if there's any techniques that you want to see, and here's one of the sea dragons. I should try to. Maybe we'll do that sea dragon with some watercolors. And so just let me know if there's something and we've done pan pastels, and then penciled. So there's just tons of different things you can do. And the thing about a color book, it's you can make it like your art journal of techniques. Just get you a color book, not necessarily even, I've got so many, but that I'm always working on. And but you could have one or two that are just to practice techniques, just to practice some techniques, and then don't feel pressured to have to finish a page, but just have some pages where you can practice different techniques. Where's that pink one? Like this one's not quite done yet. I need to do all the shading in this one, but I did the stenciling, right? With inks. So there's inks and stencils, watered down acrylics, pan pastels, and of course pencils. And so you could just so you have the ideas here. So even if you don't finish the book or finish a page, you have your ideas, just so you could have a book just to keep ideas in, whether you finish it or not. So it just doesn't bother me. I know some people can't do that. Hi, Kathy A. I know. Hi, Rashish. I know a lot of people can't do that. It's just they're too OCD to say, oh no, I can't move on until that one's done. But it just doesn't bother me. Okay, so let's see. I have drawn and colored and even inked in Inktober sea dragon, but I'm going to look it up and just get, I want to get some color again. Let's see. Sea dragon. And look up images. And I mean, I've seen them in in the aquarium in Atlanta, but they go from orangey yellow to green. So I'm just kind of deciding what color I want to do. Do I want to do yellow? Like, look at this one. This one's yellow and greens. I like that. Maybe we'll just do a yellow and green colors, you know. So maybe with just some hints of pencil with another color like yellow, green, and then maybe pink or something. Spots, you know. But I just want to play. So I am gonna use my Jane Davenport to start with. The sushi roll colors. And there's multiple sets of these. I think there's 5 or 6 different sets of these. And Zandra, Scraps to Beauty Zandra, she's got everything Jane. If you want to know anything about Jane Davenport's products, then Zandra, Scraps to Beauty, she has everything. Well, she showed last night. She showed these little circle. I forget what they're called now, right off the top of my head. Hang on, let me look it up. Well, anyway, there's a bundle that you can get of, I think, 4 of those, and I did go ahead and get those. So, but it's coming from Australia. Just saying, when you buy from Jane, it's going to come from Australia. So you got to give it a little more time than you would other products that you're ordering. Let's see, Ashley, Shaz, who else? I know I'm probably missing people coming in. Let me go over to Jane here and see exactly what they're called. What those little circle things are called. The little paint sets. Let's see if I can find them quickly. I don't know. I don't know if I can find them quickly. Let me go to products. Art supplies. Mm-hmm. Well, she's got so much that to look at. I'm trying to find the name of those little circles. If anybody knows, tell me what they are, and I'll just trust your word that that's what they're called. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it right now. Hi, Hottie Popo. But I will make sure and show them when I get them in. But they're little paint sets, and they're in little circles. They're little, little round paint sets. Let's see. Terry Brett, I said hi. Who else? Hi, Hedgie. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and just uncap all my, and it's really cute, because a lot of people just tape these to the lid so that it opens and closes, but I like them loose, so I am not going to tape my little lids to anything. But you can, if you want to. I'm just going to undo them, and I'm just going to play with some of these on the Sea Dragon. Let's see. I think I'll use maybe orange and the purple. I don't know. And there's the green. I like that green too. So let's see. And you can do, you know what? Maybe I'll start with just some, I think I'll start with a background of yellow. So let's see. So let me move this right up here so we can see everything. We'll move this right here. So we're going to use them all. I'm going to use it all. But I think I'm going to use some backgrounds here. And then I'm going to do some details with the Jane sushi roll. And hi, Cluttered Life. It makes sense. Oh, let's see. All right. Nettie. Bye, Carolyn. It's got my lemon water. Jen's Coloring Corner. What book is this? This is Camila Del Recco's Pop Manga Dragons. This one. So She also has mermaids, pop manga, cute and creepy. Okay, so there we go. I trust my little Snapdragon. Are they little round sets? Color wheel, that's them. Color wheels. That's what she's calling them. Little paint sets are called color wheels. Thank you. Thank you, Pacola. So I did order those. There's a bundle, like I think it's 4 of them. 4 of the little pan, the little color wheels. So, all right, let's see, where do I want to start? Let's see. I think I'll just start with the water brush. You can use regular water. You can use regular brushes. This one, the set does come with a couple brushes here too. And then I also have Jane's watercolor brushes, but I'm just going to use a water brush today. Just to show y'all, you don't have to use anything too fancy here. Let's see. Thank you, Pacola. All right, so I think I'm going to start with, I do need my little squirt water bottle here so I can put some water out here. And I'm going to start with just a yellow. Let me get these wet here. I just want a background first. So I'm just going to paint. I'm going to paint the whole thing. And just so you know, you can go over these. You can go over your either watered down acrylics or your watercolors. You can go over them with pencil, shade, and I'm probably going to use some Poscas today. I'm just going to see. I don't know what I'm going to use on what yet. I'm just going to play and see what we can do. And so, yeah, I'm just going to start by giving it a whole coat. And what you want to do in a ColorBook page, ColorBook, is now these pages are pretty thick. They're not what do you call it? Copy paper. Some ColorBooks are very, very thin. This one's a little thicker, and there's some that are even thicker than these, cardstock wise. But what you want to do is when you're doing a wash or like watercolor, like I'm doing now, you want to let it dry or hit it with the heat tool, which I'll do, and make sure it's 100% dry before you keep adding more and more water, or before you add any pencil. Because if you start trying to put color pencil on this while it's wet, you're just going to tear it. So, okay, you're just gonna rip your pages. So you got to make sure it's 100% dry. And I'm not doing the background yet or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a wash of yellow on here. And if you're going to paint the background, even a solid color or a darker color, you don't even really have to worry too much about going out of lines because you're going to cover it up. Well, let's see. I think I'll wait on the hearts because I'm not sure if I want to do the hearts yellow yet. We'll see. All right, so let me go ahead and hit this and dry this. Oh, it's not plugged in. I guess I better plug it in. Well, let me see. I got to get it all the way plugged in. Well, that one's not working for me. There we go. There we go. There's C&P, and good morning, by the way. Oh, really? Okay. Big red corn. Yep. We've done a lot of Kirby pages over the years. Yeah, I had to get warmed up. Yeah. And it will buckle just a little, but that doesn't bother me, especially by the time you do the back page, it's going to smooth it out very nicely. But if you don't like any little wrinkles in your pages, then stick with just 100% dry mediums. So, yeah, it just depends on your level of OCD-ness. Okay, so now let's see. I think I'm gonna go over here to my let's just move this down. I think I'm gonna go over here to my sushi rolls colors and see what I want to do. I think I really love these purples and these blues here. So let's see. What do I want? And I'll use the little lids. I can use the little lids here for what do you call it? Little palettes. See? That's why I didn't want to glue them or tape them in the thing. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do the insides, I think, of... Oh, let me go ahead and zoom. Well, yeah, probably should zoom in. I'm trying to have it so you can see the stuff I'm using at the same time. But maybe if let's go this way. Let's go this way and this way. There we go. How's that? Those brushes moving will bother me, though. You can't have jiggly brushes, so I'm going to take those out. Okay. All right. Let's see. Using this upset all right. Let's see. Let's brighten this up just a tad. There we go. All right. So I am going to color the insides of, and it'll be kind of flat like a gouache. I just want to try some different techniques. Okay, I just want to try some different techniques. And like I said, I probably won't finish a page. I'll probably do some here with some of this, and then we might put some over with some pencil and just, different things, just so you can see different ways of using them. So I'm going to go ahead and put the light color in. These colors here are fresh water is the color I'm using now, and then the darker color is called eel. But I'm going to use the light color first. So they're very opaque. So put it in caps if you're talking to me. So I try to catch if you're talking to me. And as long as you dry it, you shouldn't have any, going through the other side with watercolor or watered down acrylic. Some markers will go through. Of course, any alcohol markers is going to go through. So what have y'all been working on over the weekend or working on now? Janet, do you know what you're going to do on your stream today? I'll try to watch for it this time. Last week, I kept asking Janet what she's going to do, and she kept telling me, and I kept missing it. I kept missing it. When the lids don't get cleaned out. Yeah, see, Janet doesn't like it because my lids are not, they're not washed out. They just go right back on. Isn't it funny how things bother different people? It's funny to me. Not funny, haha, but well, yeah, kind of funny. You're going to surprise yourself. Okay. So I'm just going to do some of the darker on top of this color in a minute. It's going to go through here. And of course, you can take, as much time as you want. I try to, kind of hurry a little more during stream because I'm trying to get as much done on stream as possible. And, it's rare that I get to finish a ColorBook page on stream. But you see how this is going over the top of the watercolor. You can't wash them out. That is precious color. You might need it later. Color like I'm going to try to make some stamps, like carving your own stamps, Cluttered Life. Is that what you mean by making your own stamps? Or how are you making them? Me and Mary both like to carve. She does a little bit more lately than I have, but I have carved my fair share of rubber stamps. Haven't done it in a while, but I think the last one I did was my little it's not a lizard, but he's a little reptile thing. I think that was the last one I carved. Let's see, I did some. I bought myself a classic Disney adult coloring book, and they're drawings on both sides. Yeah, you can't use what do you call it with those? Not Fernando. And yeah, last week, Christopher came in and I got him confused with Fernando. Fernando's in Brazil. Christopher Fernandez is in the Philippines. So, yeah, I thought when I watched back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the two of them confused. But I did go over to Christopher's channel. He did a little unboxing of some collage stuff I sent him. So, yeah. Christopher did a little unboxing. But hi, Fernando. Fernando's the one from Brazil. Okay, so there's that first layer. Now I'm going to use the darker color here. So let me, and the easiest way to clean a water brush is just to have a Kleenex handy. Do I have enough water? Yeah. And just kind of squeeze off the excess and let a little water flow. And that's how you can clean your water brush the easiest, I found. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take the darker of the two, which is eel. I'm going to take the eel color, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to add the eel color to shadow the freshwater. So that's freshwater and eel. So now I'm just going to do that. Of course, you can do a little blend with the water. You can add more water and blend it better. Let's see. Let's see. Did I say hi to Angie? Thanks, everybody, for being here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did absolutely nothing outside the house. I did finish another one of my sister Fidel. I know I'm probably not saying that right. I need to look it up. I finished one, and I'm halfway through with another. So I did do a lot of reading, a lot of chill reading. Last week was very busy. So I chilled over the weekend. But I'm a pretty fast reader, so I can get a lot of reading done in a weekend. I can read a book a day if I put my mind to it. I'm not staying up here. Okay, Angie, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Thanks for stopping in. Get some rest. Heal up. You're probably tired. You're probably tired from the weekend. Let's see. And of course, you can always even go back in here with pencil and add more shading or more detail. I'm just going to try to show a few different techniques. I want to do one where I do a solid color and then maybe some patterns with Posca. That's always fun. And just kind of have a coloring chill day today. Hi, Ashley McDowell. Who else? So if y'all are working on anything, let everybody know. You can't post, unless you're a mod, you can't post links, but you could tell people the name of your Instagrams so that they can go find you. It's really easy to find people on IG when you know their names. So you can see I'm just adding the next layer, and I'll probably go into this darker purpley midnight blue color to add even another layer just to see what happens. Like I said, if you keep at least one color book just for tests, just for testing or, um, trying out different techniques, then it's kind of like your color book sketchbook, Hi, Scrappy Girl. Say hi to Shaz. Who else? Hi, Jane. Good morning. All right. All right, let me hit this and dry this. All right, now I'm going to go into the dark rum, which is right here, this darker one here. Remember, this is a water brush, so I can squeeze out some water into the little trays here. All right, so now I'm going to add, I think I'm going to go in here on this little, see if this brush is small enough, into these little, the little armor parts, and do that. And of course, if this brush is a little on the big side for a lot of this detail. I mean, it's small, but it's not as small as you can get in the brushes. So you can always just use a regular paintbrush, a smaller one, rather than a water brush when it gets down to some of these really tiny details. Dee Dee, I've been keeping an eye on the post. I rang the post office to check for your beads. Yeah. Oh, I wrapped them up well, and I mailed it as an envelope. So hopefully it gets to you, Shaz. And then anybody else that I mailed little beads to, I wrapped everything up with packing. I mean, the inside of the envelope, everything's wrapped up with packing tape, so nothing's gonna spill out or anything. All right, so there's some of those details, maybe a little bit in here, maybe this little bit in here. Isn't this fun? It's watercolor, Scrappy Girl. Well, it's kind of like a cross between a watercolor and a gouache. These are the Jane Davenport. It's the sushi set. I can't show you the lid right now because I got all these on there, but yeah. Sushi roll set. These are the colors. All right, so I'm going to keep going here and adding some more shadows. So just kind of just like you would a watercolor painting. And then I can always just use a little place over here to have some, water, so I can get it even more watered down if I want to just kind of do a little bit more blend. Like that, just with some water, rather than squeezing out too much. Because, you can squeeze out a big blob of water with these if you're not careful. So I just, use some water over here off the palette. So, yeah. Hi, R. Hi, Adam. How you doing? Didn't see you stream over the weekend either. You doing okay? I'm just doing some different watercolor techniques right now. But we can probably be doing a little a lot of different things today. I showed my Scott Kirkland comics and all the variants earlier. If you missed that, you know, got to throw down our man cards for the guys. Doing well at a couple of families. Oh, okay. Well, good. Good. I'm glad. Let's see. I need just a little bit more water here. Just a tiny. There we go. Just a tiny bit more water. I'm hesitant to squeeze out a blob on here, right? So I'd rather have the water on a tray and squeeze it out and make a blob. So you can see I can just layer it up just like you would a watercolor. And then get a little water, less paint. Just kind of smooth it out. Janet, maybe you should do some watercolor in that book you were working in. I don't know if it was actually a color book, but that book that you did the watercolors in. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I mean, if you're just looking for something to do. We'll give you something to do, Janet. Let's see. Glee. Who else? Doesn't the water pen flow that way? Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Does the water pen warp the paper? No. Well, if you have to let it, you have to dry in between layers. That's what I was saying earlier. I know you just got here. You have to dry it in between layers so it doesn't get overly wet. But it can buckle a little, but like where I did this big area here, it's a little buckly, but not much. And it doesn't go through as long as you dry your layers. Dry your layers so that it's not sopping wet, I'm going to take this black bracelet off because it's clanging on the table. All right. So I'm keeping it, I'm not getting it overly saturated. And again, I could be doing some of this detail that like what I'm doing right now. I could be doing this with pencil after it dries. You have to make sure it's dry before you go in here with pencil because pencil on top of wet paper is going to rip it. It's just going to rip it. Rip it good. Low stress day. Yeah. Yeah, just get out your watercolors and just go, Janet. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I might have to get a smaller brush for some of this. Okay. All right, so yeah, I think I'll just get a regular brush instead of a water brush and some water because now I want some details, and this brush is just not that thin. It's not that small. So let's see. I'll go over here. I did kind of organize my brushes. I'll show you. In my little, I did go through and straighten them out and get rid of some of the ones that were not get rid of. I put them away because like Arlene, if she needs brushes, I've got a whole stack of brushes for Arlene. Anytime she runs out of arms and legs for her dolls, she makes 3-dimensional dolls. Let me show you one real quick. And so I keep the old brushes. So if Arlene, and I've already sent her a big stack. But if she runs out, she knows she can ask me and I will send her some more arms and legs. All right, Arlene. Let's see. Okay, here, let's see. Here we go. Here's one of them. So she makes little dimensional out of junk, just things, all kinds of metal and paint brushes and all kinds of stuff. She just makes dolls out of, look, see, just all kinds of stuff. So I have tons of paint brushes that I save for Arlene. But anyway, that being said, I did straighten out. I straightened them all out in my little stands here. So I have them right here next to me so I can pick out some different ones. So let's see. Let me get a small one. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. And maybe one smaller still. Let's see. That one? No, let's go with this one. Okay. All right. So I got a couple here. One's a little longer than the other, so this one will be a little floppier. This one will be a little sturdier. So, all right, let's see. Ruler and levels will be used. Janet's, yeah. Let's see. The staff on that one is a Dee Dee brush. Aw, Arlene. Yeah, so there's plenty. There we go. There's one of the brushes. She said that's one of the brushes there. So she uses them in her dimensional art. All right, let's see. I need a little something with some water in it. Let's just get one of these little lids. Let me just put some water in it here. Just a little thing of water. All right, let's see. Where do I want to go next? I think I want some darker green. So I think I'm going to go, and you can take, the other thing too is these can come out. So like I can remove this out of the tray. Let's see if I can get under there and pop it out. I've got the one next to it. I have no fingernails, so I have to use a tool or something to get under them because I have no fingernail, no fingernails. Let me get a palette knife here. Well, why am I not being able to get that one? I'm getting the one next to it and the one on the other. There we go. All right. So I want to use these colors. You can take them out, or you can also use the little lid for a palette, Janet. They're just so versatile. They're so fun. It's like little toys when you were a kid, Thank you, Flo. Hi, Judy O. All right, so I am going to just get some water on this, both sides here, get it going. All right. So let's see. I think I'll go with this color first. These colors are called washi. Oh no, wasabi and seaweed. So this is wasabi and seaweed. I know you like the little trays, right, Janet? Am I close enough? Can y'all see? I mean, I know I'm not zoomed in real far, but I want you to be able to see, all around and everything. So, and I'll probably just do a little bit of watercolor on here. Then I might go to another page and do some watercolor and dry it and then put some Posca on it. Might do some more stencils, background stencils. But like I said, if you have one color book that you could just keep just for practicing, like your sketchbook, like you would a sketchbook where you have different techniques and drawings and, pencils and watercolor and all different kinds of things like you do in a sketchbook, and just have one of your color books be your color book sketchbook. Then you don't feel the pressure to finish pages and you're not afraid to try new things and see if it'll work, But I really like these colors too. And it's kind of like they're opaque. They're watercolor, but it's kind of like they're just different. They're just different. It's kind of like how pan pastels are different than regular pastels. These Jane paints are just different than just watercolor, and they're different than gouache. They're just kind of a combo. Here in a while, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Angel have a question? Thank you, Pacola. Let me look. Make sure y'all put it in caps if you ask me questions. Let me go back. There, she did put it in caps. Sorry, Angel. There. Can someone please tell me what those are? Yes, they're Jane Davenport. It's the sushi set. Right here. I can't show you the lid right now because I got all the little trays on there. I'll show it again. I'll show it again in a little while. But Jane Davenport. This is a sushi set. She has multiple sets of different colors, and now she's also got those little the little paint wheels, the little color wheels. And I did order those after watching Xandra. Well, Jane's also been doing videos on it, but I did watch Xandra again using them last night on her channel. So I did order the set of color wheels. Sushi says, yeah, whoa. Okay, so let's see. Maybe a little bit of green on his little face, maybe his little eye there, maybe the little. You can hear the train in the background going through town. About 5 miles away. Okay, so we got that started. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to this side, the darker color. And just like I did some shadowing there, I'm going to do the same kind of thing here. Let me add just a little bit more water to this. All my overly ambitious stamp plans are slowly shrinking into a wonkily carved moon. Cluttered. Have you carved stamps before? Cluttered Life. Let me click on it right here. Have you carved stamps before, or are you just starting it, or is this not your first time, or have you carved them before? And what are you using? Are you using, like I like to use, if they're small, I'll just use the Magic Rub erasers. If they're larger, then of course, then you get the carving materials. But what are you using? No, it's your first try. Oh, well, then don't be give yourself a break. It does take a little bit of practice, for sure, to carve stamps. I've shown them before on my channel, the ones I've carved. I don't know that I have a playlist for them, but I have shown them before. And Mary Altier is also one that does a little bit more. I'm just pulling water from right here. Is another one that carves stamps. So if y'all don't follow Mary, she was here earlier. Maybe she fell asleep. Hi, Tommy Joe. I got some linoleum and a knife set. Oh, okay. Let me just show you real quick. This is what I used to carve with. This stuff. Let me find. This is a speedball set, and it comes with multiple tools to carve. And this is, I believe, the speedball's one that makes this pink stuff, this pink rubbery stuff to carve. So I got one here. And now, do you know how to transfer a design to carve without just drawing it exactly on your piece of rubber? Do you know how to transfer? Maybe we can do that after a while if you haven't. Let's see. No, I'm mostly just doing it for fun, not really pressuring myself. Okay, good. Okay. So then I'll dry this, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of color pencil on this too. Oh my gosh. Oh, my tray thing slipped over there. And what is the world's falling? Don't fall on me, Marker Build. Do not fall on me, Marker Build. The transfer thing. Yeah, you did do the transfer thing. Okay, good. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's all. I can't imagine it would ever fall. It's pretty sturdy, but All right, let's see. Let's do some of these little bits hanging down here. Okay. I don't know if I want to go, maybe I'll do pencil around the edges with some yellow or something, just so you can kind of see some different, like I said, I just want to show some different techniques today in the color book. And I'll go back to that bunny and show some of that Posca that we left off doing. If y'all have anything you want to see, let me know. We can try. I can't promise you, but we can try to squeeze it in. Pashi, hi Pashi. This is the pop manga Dragons and Other Magical Creatures by Camilla Del Recco, the same one that did the Cute and Creepy and the Mermaid and the pop manga and different ones. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I think I'll dry and then we'll maybe go in there with some pencil. I love when some of the European girls say pencil. I just love that. I don't know why. I love that just as much as I can't stand buttons. I can't stand when people leave the T's out of words. But that's just me. Don't email me. But I love to hear people say pencils. It just sounds so, I don't know. I just like it. Thank you, Pashi. Okay, so I'm going to put the little tray back in here for now. See these pop out. And plus, like I said, you can use the little lids that go on each one as little palettes if you want to. All right, so let's see. Let me clean this brush out a little. I can always get fresh water in here. Just gotta clean my brush. Let's go ahead and dry this. No, when I say I'm a go, and Hubs will go, what are you going to do? I'm a go. Just because you're in the South doesn't mean you can't have grammar. But anyway. At an L, yeah. Yes, Marsh. Drawing, yeah, with an L, yeah. Oh my gosh, don't anybody email me, huh? It's not a big deal. Okay, so now I think I'll get my pencils. And let's see, I think I'm gonna get my I think this is lime peel. Yeah, lime peel. I love lime peel. And let's go ahead and get the chartreuse. So we're gonna do a little bit more shading with pencils. And yeah. So now I want to give it really a shape, So I'm going to take the lime peel and I'm just going to go and give it. Let's see, I might have to sharpen. I want to just do give it a little bit more form, which I could have done more with the brush too. I could have added more watercolor, but I'm just wanting to show practice some different techniques here. I need to do a little swatch and see how the Jane paints take pencil, because it's kind of hard for me to tell right here. I need to do it like maybe on one of these hearts or something. See how it gives it a little bit more form. Let's see, what do I do? So I have some sketchbooks while I label them drawings. Oh my gosh. What book are we in, Tracy? We are in the Pop Manga Dragons. All right, so let me kind of just keep doing a little bit more. You really need to sharpen it. You really want to keep your pencil sharp at all times. see. Did I say hi to you, Devin? Devin did a sketchbook flip of 2 of her sketchbooks. You'll need to go watch those. So I'm just doing a little bit more shade. His back's going to round over this way, so it's going to be like a shadow over there. The lights, I'm imagining the lights kind of hitting him right here. If there's anything else y'all want to see that I've done or want to do, let me know. Like I said, I just thought I'd get out this book and we'd try some different techniques in it today. But if y'all have anything you want to see, or let me know. We will attempt. We will attempt. Thank you, Pacola. I love sketchbook flips too, and I find so many cool young people, and that they're starting their channel by doing a sketchbook flip, and some of them just like have like a couple of videos. And I mean, if I like them, I'm going to follow people. I don't care if they have one video or if I'm their first follower. I don't care if I like their stuff. So I find a lot of cool young people starting their YouTube channels with sketchbook flips that are really cool. So do a search in your YouTube channel. Do a search and look up sketchbook tours. I think is the best one to look up. Sketchbook tours, although they're flips too. And you can find some really cool videos, sketchbook video flips. All right, so there we go. That looks pretty good. I think I might put just a little bit right in here. And I could add some more lime peel, but I think this is blending pretty good. But if your pencils don't blend, I could go in here and make them, get that more blendy if I hadn't blended them fairly well. So, yeah. All right, so there's that. Let me get maybe a dark purple. Let's see. Or do I want indigo? Or ASMR moment, Rachel. Okay, we're going to go with this purple. I'm going to go with violet and get in here with some violet. Had a drawing tutorials online, always has some cool sketchbook tours of his students. Okay. Seems like I'm familiar with Matt at the drawing. Okay, I do know who he is. He's an art teacher in New York, right, Adam? I have not seen him for a long time, but those are some amazing. I'm so glad. I'm going to write that down because I haven't seen Matt around. But Matt does have it's drawing tutorials online. Yeah. I think that is actually the name of his channel. And he's an art teacher in New York. Well, last I saw, it's been a year, maybe two. Online, Matt. And he shows his students flips of his students' sketchbooks and talk about amazing. That's so true, Adam. Yeah. I forgot about Matt. It's been forever. So has he done anything recently? Has he done any videos or any flips recently? Hi, Julie Topaz. Happy Marvelous Monday. Sliding late again. That's okay. Thanks for being here. Today's Janet's birthday. We've all said happy birthday to Janet. Oh, you found it. Thank you, Pacola. Drawing tutorials online. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned him. I'm gonna start with the pen that I was just writing with. I'm so glad that you mentioned him because it's been a while, but his kids, I say his kids, they're college age, um, his students art uh, flips are the bomb. They are so good. All right, so I'm just adding a little bit of purple in each one of these little scales and these little you know, wings or whatever you want to call them. Can you see how that makes a difference? I'll hold that up a little. Looked like he did a video a few days ago and a couple months ago. Okay. Yeah, I used to watch him. He was before the virus, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years ago. It's been a while, but I followed him for a long, long time. And then I don't know if they, just didn't have classes during that time, or and the students weren't there. I don't know. I don't know the situation. But New York, they practically, closed, locked the doors and threw away the key. So I don't know what was going on with his classes, his at his school. So I'm just adding a little bit more dark. Aw, thanks. That's nice. Rashish is giving out a shout out to teachers. Rosh is in India. Okay, so there's some really dark, dark purples. Now I think might get, let me see, let me do a little bit more up here. Maybe some dark green. Let's see here. Rachel. Let's just go with dark green. And do some really dark darks down in the shadows down here. So, has anybody been reading anything lately? Like I said, I've been on my Sister Fidelma kick. I think I'm up to book 9 right now, and there's 33 of them. And I've been buying them 2 at a time. I've been looking for them, and because they're from like the late 90s, early 2000, and there's 33 of them. And so I've been buying 2 at a time, and then when I get close to finishing the second one, then I order the next 2. And yeah. Now, don't everybody go buy them all because I want to still be able to find them. Let's see. Such a fun day. Oh, thank you, Devin. Yeah. So I'm just, now I'm just going in here with I love high contrast in my color book pages. So I like real dark, dark, darks and light, light, lights. Now I'm going to show you another thing here to add some light, like a shimmer to them in just a second. So there you go. So that's kind of like, that looks pretty good. Let me go grab my Sister Fidelma book, the current one. And then I found that he also had a book of short stories, which I also of her, which I also got that. Hang on, let me do a B. Well, I'm not going to put down the BRB, but I'll BRB. Okay. So this is the one that I'm currently reading. And they take place like in 650, 60 in that time period. So in the Celtic Ireland. And so I'm about halfway in this one. And then I started I'll read this one in between the collection of short stories. So I just read one or two out of this so far. But there's, like I said, there's 33 of them. And this one is number, I don't know, let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this is the 10th one. So I think I think this is the 10th book. I have them all. I have took a screenshot of the list of all 33 of them. So yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. Let's see. Yes, are you talking about Flo? Are you talking about Pecola? Oh yeah, she's my snapdragon. All right, so now if you wanted to add like a shine or a shimmer, you can do it with pencil, but I like to do that with Posca. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Trying to talk like that. I said happy birthday to Janet. Got tons of notes. Let me move my what do you call it? Carving stuff off there. All right, so let's see here. So I'm going to get a Posca and add a shine right across his body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Let's get it going here. And then you can kind of, what do you call it, with your finger, just give it a little. Get this one going. There we go. Or you can even do a little thicker. Or you could also do it with paint and acrylic paint and a brush. All right, so let that dry, and then I can highlight it again. Because I'm going over watercolor. Have you ever looked at punk rock art? I don't know by that name, Marsh. I don't know what punk rock art. I mean, I know graffiti. I don't know what you mean by punk rock art. Can you give me an example or something? Trust me, I've probably seen it, but I don't know it by the name punk rock art. Unless you want me to Google it. Okay, I think that's dry enough. Let's try a little bit more. Oops, come back here. Top of I finished reading Death of Common Sense. Who's it by, Arlene? Because I know that book. I can't think of. Is it by what's his name? Oh, I can't think of his name right now. I think I have it though. No, I think I've read it, but I can't remember who. So you could just add a little bit of shimmer to him like this. It's like black and white collage art. I'll show you tomorrow on my show. Okay, I'll wait. Then I won't look it up, Marsh. I'll wait. I'll wait and be surprised. Thomas. Oh, okay, I'm thinking Thomas Sowell. That's who I was thinking of. Thomas Sowell, The Death of Common Sense. Is that who did that one? Or maybe it's a totally different book by the same topic. I don't know. Philip K. Howard. Oh, okay. No, then I know I haven't. The Death of Common Sense is the one I've read is by Thomas Sowell. And it's kind of old, I think. It's been out a while. I think it's Thomas Sowell. Okay, so there we go. I think that's good. Okay, Pecola, while you're getting tea, I'm going to have a sip of my lemon water. Let's see. All right. So I think I'm going to move on from this just because I wanted to show those techniques. Now let's try some other things. Is there any technique y'all want to see done that we either haven't done? Because I want to also show, I want to do something kind of where I can do some Posca. Like here, let's try, well, and you can do Posca to, well, let me go back over here. This is the best example of what I'm talking about. So you see how I've done this texturing here? But you can also, I want to do something with some patterns. You know, we did the stencils in the backgrounds, but like where we could do some pattern. I want to show you some patterns with, like this would probably be a good one to do some patterns on top. So let's do, because I want to do the Posca. I want to do the Posca. Looks like the color pencil worked well over Jane's layer cake paints. That was another thing I did want to test. I mean, just like a little swatch here. Let's do that first. Let me put a thing here. I'll come back to this. Let's do a little swatch of just a solid, because I don't know. I really haven't, you know, other than going over that just that little bit. I know she does. She has color pencils that she uses over everything. So let's see. Let's go ahead and just do a little square here. All right, just a little, you know, little test. All right, let's dry. You got to dry. Always dry before you go from something wet to color pencils. Yeah, you can't really use alcohol markers in color books unless they're one-sided. I will show you I got a big pinup girl color book page that I was using alcohol markers. I'll pull that out. That's like on a cardstock, a big piece. I'll pull that out in just a minute. Okay, so let me just close this just so I have some room here. All right. So all right, so now we have the sushi roll, and I should go ahead. Well, let me just go ahead and put the lids back on so I can show y'all the cover here. We might be using them again, but Janet hates that I don't clean these. Okay, there we go. Layer cake paint, and this is the sushi roll set. Okay. And these, each one can come, the lid comes off and the little trays come out. So you can take them out individually. And then I did a little swatch chart there. All right, so let's go over this with pencil. Let's get a couple of shades here. I'll get a dark green and a lime peel again. It's only with, it's okay with watercolor. But if it was cute and creepy, that sea dragon would have fangs. Yeah, Rachel, we can put fangs on it if you want. All right, so let's see. Yeah, look, it goes over. So, yeah, let's see. Let's do a little shade. Yeah, it goes over it just fine. Okay. Now we know. All right, so now let's go back over to our dragon. Where was our sea dragon? There we go. Well, he's got these little, you know, frills coming out of his so. But if we want to give it, let's see, let's get a let's get a fine point green or something like a marker or something. Let's do a dark green. All right. There, Rachel. You can't really see them very well. I could put a little shadow on them. Let's see. I've got to let that, hang on, got to let that dry. his eye too. And then we could put a little bit of a highlight on it. Okay. There we go, Rachel. He has fangs. Okay. Let me dry that Posca. Okay, so what was I going to do? What was I going to do? Just move over to this? Seems like there was something else I was going to show y'all. This is what happens when we do 5 things. Okay, so let's see. If I paint the background, I'm thinking that, and I don't know if I just wanted like a kind of, do I just want a watercolor look and then some patterns over it? I picked some patterns off of Pinterest. Picked patterns off of Pinterest. And to kind of show it. So you can stencil, which we've done here. So you can see where we've stenciled in the background. This one, we've just started coloring around each one of the little antlers. This one's got stencil. This one's got, and when I stencil, I just use ink, the little ink pads and the little brush and rub it on the stencil on. Okay. But let's go ahead. I want to do some Posca patterns from Pinterest. All right, so let's just go ahead and do some kind of a background here. Let's just go back with the watercolors here. Let's pick a couple colors. Anybody have a particular color wave that you would like? Let me get some fresh water. And a little bit bigger brush. I could probably use the water brush again. Oh, I'm safe. She turned the page. Why? What happened, Cat and Paste? What did you want? She turned the page. I know y'all are talking about something usually led and sparked by Janet. Okay, let's see. The lighting kind of went. Let's turn the lighting back up just a little. There we go. Let's see. Or Cat. I'll be. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm sure Janet and Kat are into something. Okay, let's see. Let's do maybe some teal or some blue. Let's do some blues. All right, so I'm gonna just spray these over here. Get them damp. Teal and purple. Well, what I want to kind of do is I just want to kind of do some kind of a background. And then what I'm going to do is I don't really want it. I want it kind of watercolory like this. You know what I mean? Not too, defined. Oh, I went over his little wing. There we go. Not too well defined. Let's just do some blues because what I want to do is then I'll dry it and we'll put some patterns over it with Posca. So let's go ahead and get some darker blues down in here. Now remember, you don't want to oversaturate it. If you want more layers, then dry it in between and then add more rather than trying to keep going over and over and over. Janet said she was going to eat because... All right, let's see here. Let's get a little bit more water up here. And then we'll go down in here. And then we'll dry it, and then we'll get out the Posca. I'm just thinking of a background. Instead of stencils, make your own, use some patterns. See, where's his teeth go? That's inside of his mouth there. So. I had fun though doing those animals last week. That giant leopard with his mouth open. That was fun. Let's get a little more water. And of course, I did my lemur. I'll show that again. I did post it on Instagram, so I did finish my lemur. So that was started last week. All right, so let's see. I just kind of want to. All right, let's just stop with that and test this because I want to kind of keep it light just to see. So let me dry. Thank you, Shelly. And then I just picked 3 or 4 patterns off of Pinterest. Let me get my iPad out of here. I'll just pick one. Let's see. Where did I put them? Where are you? There you go. All right. Let's see. All right. For instance, here, look at this one. See how there's just a pattern? There's millions of patterns. So you can pick, anything. This one's blue on white, but we could do white. I mean, we always use white Posca, though. So I'm kind of wanting to do another color, like a different, maybe dark blue or a different blue or something. Let's see. Let's just use a dark blue just to, just to play. So what I'm thinking is then to do a background, we'll just use that same kind of florally star shape. We could even put a white center in it if we wanted to. Very chill. So instead of doing a stencil in the background, you can do your own patterns in the background. Fill up the whole background with patterns. Know what I mean, Vern? Another lovely lemur. Oh my gosh. I know, I can't help it. I love doing lemurs. Lemurs are my fave. Julie, I can't help it. I love lemurs. And if you weren't sure, like I was going to put the white dots after, but if you're not sure where to go with it, you could put the white dots first and then go around the white dot. So you can kind of find your way. You know what I mean? Rather than just kind of guessing where to put them, you can just kind of put your white dots everywhere you might want one of these patterns. Something like that, and then go back and go around them. Like I said, this is the idea. Keep a color book that's just for ideas. Let me go back and see. I'm sure I missed some more different things people are asking what they might want to try. Can you see how it's going to look? Just filling it in all solid patterns. You're giving me ideas. Hang on, I got some in my eye. Let's see. You're giving me ideas. Put a Zentangle border or design on a page. Yeah, you could totally Zentangle the whole background. Like if you're good at Zentangling, like Janet. Devin too. Devin did an awesome Zentangle page in one of her journal pages, and that flip she did of her art journals, her 2 art journals. So you get the idea, right? What is it, baby? What is it? I see you. You want to come up and say hi? Come on. Come on. Come on up. Come on. You want to come up? There you go. Want to say hi to everybody? Mm-hmm. Let me move this over and you can come on in. There you go. There you go. We'll give you a little pet for a minute. Have you ever used distress ink through a stencil? Yeah, Devin, some of those little inks that I use are distress inks. Yes. Oh, and then spritzing with water and then blot. No, I haven't. I haven't done that. I haven't wetted them down. So, you want me to try it? You want me to stencil something and spritz it? We can try. We can do that. Did anyone ever watch Cats Creatures? Yeah, I've seen them off and on, Judy. I don't know that I can really ever say I've watched them. Yeah, the he was a lemur. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let's see. She's just purring away. Just purring away. Gonna lay down. Let me move this pad out of the way. There you go. Yeah, you got a little bit more room. Okay, so you want me to try the distress? All right, let me get my inks. Let me move the heat tool there. All right, so let's see. You want me to do it on a ColorBook page? All right, wait a minute. I don't have any place to put it. Oh, sorry, baby. No place to put anything because the cat's taking up all the room. All right, let me move the watercolors. All right, so let's just do it over here on this side. We'll do the same kind of thing. Let me get some stencils. Hang on, they're up under here. Do I want to use one of my Mariah stencils? Maybe. Let's use the Mariah. One of the stencils, Mariah stencils. Oh, baby. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I know. She's just purring and purring. Gonna have to move. All right. Well, let's see what colors of distress inks I have here. Because not all of them are distress. I have to move over. Not all of them are distress. I've got archival and they're not going to move with water. So let's see. Well, here I got this. I got the peacock feathers. We can do a couple different blues. They don't have to match. This is our practice, right? So let's do these two distress inks. Those two colors. All right. Now let's get a brush. And now you're going to have to move. You're going to have to move over, baby. Mm-hmm. All right, let Mama have the book. You can sit there, but let Mama have the book. All right. Maybe I can zoom in here a little. All right, there we go. No, just their head. She's not gray underneath. She's just, both of them have this gray right here on their head. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's try the dark blue first. All right, so I'm just going to kind of go in here and we'll see what happens. Now you got to remember, you can't oversaturate these papers. It's just, it's not cardstock even. It's kind of a thick paper. Let's see. She won't stay when she spritz. Well, yeah, I'll probably move it off the table to spritz, so I'm not getting everything here wet. Okay, so there we go. Let's keep rolling here. And this stencil is one of PM Patricia and Mariah. It's the stencil, their stencils. I'm just going to keep moving around here. And they do a lot of jelly plating with their stencils, and they sell their stencils. So if someone wants to put a link to PM's Arts, is it PM's Art Studio or Studio Arts? I forget. All right, so let's see. Let me just keep going around here. We'll see what happens. Is there anything else I need to know? You mean just spritzing it, Devin? It's not gonna tear. It's not gonna be too much water, is there? Or do I just dab it? Do I just dab it off once I spray it? Give me the technique now, Devin. I usually just go this far or add another layer of stencil. You know, a couple of layers of stencil. Okay, I think I got most of the background. Let's see, it's a little bit right there. Okay. All right. Spritz lightly, wait a few seconds, then blot with the dry tissue. Okay, we got this, Devin. I'm sure it's in one of Devin's art journals y'all have to go look at. All right, so let me get a tissue ready. Like a few seconds, meaning like, let's see again. Oh, okay, Devin said PM Artist Studio are hosting a recorded YouTube hop next weekend. So y'all go follow PM Artist Studio. Okay, let's see. Spritz lightly, wait a few seconds, and blot with dry tissue. Okay, I got my dry tissues. All right, now I got this. I hope this is like mist. Is this misty enough, or do I need something more misty? This is pretty misty, but I have a mister too, but I'd have to find my mister. Is this going to be good enough, you think? You think this is misty enough? Thin enough? Do you know what I mean? All right, so I'm going to move it off the table and away from the cat, and I'm going to go over here and spritz it. Okay, I've spritzed it. It is spritzed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's not doing a thing. I think it's the paper. It's not doing anything, Devin. See, now the cat's moving because she sees the water. It didn't do anything. It lifted up just a tiny bit. Janet, the cats have me trained. I got this one by the tail. So it didn't do anything that I can really see. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Okay, you got a little sleepy in your eye. You want to go down? Okay, there you go. All right. I don't know. Devin, where are you, Devin? It didn't really do anything. I think it's the paper. Yeah, it just kind of sunk into the paper, I think. You know, the ink just kind of sunk right in. Distress oxide would definitely work better. I think I only have one distress oxide. This, and that's because Denise gave it to me because she didn't like it because it's too chalky, and that's why I didn't buy them. This is the only one I have because they're too chalky. I don't care for them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have any of those. You know, and then of course I have, I have the Stays On and the Archival. Those aren't going to move. Those don't move with water. Archival. And I've got some of the Distress inks and Mementos. Yeah. No oxides except that light pink. On watercolor paper, it works. On coloring books, the paper is not okay to do. Yeah, it's probably the paper, I'm sure. It's just plain old, it's not copy paper, but it's not that much thicker. Let me dry this now because it's pretty wet. I don't know what kind of paper she was using, Devin. Maybe. I mean, I could just put some ink down and see what happens and spray it. Do you know what I mean? Let me dry this first and we'll try that. It's no big deal. This is my test book, remember? All right, so let's find a place where we can just put down some here with the stars in the background. Let's just take I don't have a dark blue. This is the darkest blue I have in the distress inks. Let's do a purple maybe. I got this color purple. See all my dark blues and dark purples there in archival. Let's just try doing this. What I'm going to do is I am just going to look. Try not to get too much on the wolf. We'll go around. So I'm going to put a lot. And then I'm going to wet this down and do it again. Okay, we'll see what happens. I think actually it's the paper. Do you know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Try to do the whole thing. I'm not even stenciling. I'm just putting it full strength. Okay, now let's spritz. The cat's not up here, so I'm going to spritz now. All right, here we go. Ooh, now that's moving. Okay, see how it moved? It's really runny. I think I should probably dab it. Yeah, that does give a better effect. But I don't know. It's really, to me, it's not much different than like when you use a sea sponge. Am I doing it right? It didn't even go through. I went over the edge a little there, but it didn't go through. Okay, let's dry. Too much spritz? Okay. It does look cool, right, Janet? It's something Janet would do with the magicals. Y'all know the magical powders where you sprinkle the powders? That's something Janet would do with the magicals. And let it run over the edge. It's really wet, so we'll really get it dry. Okay, now what do you want to do on it? Well, that's what I said. Everybody needs one book where they can just play and experiment in, a color book, to test. But I will say this. Every color book paper is going to be different. So this technique might be totally different when you put it on a different paper. Oh, I know what I was going to show y'all. Who was asking about the alcohol markers? Let me show you my pinup girls. Here. somebody, I forgot who was asking me about the alcohol markers. So yeah, it is a cool effect. All right, let's try this. Let me back up because this book's really big. Okay, so let's move over. I need all this room. We'll come back to this book in a minute. All right, so this book is, let me put it on my measure, on my mat here. I have a mat under here that's got a ruler on it. So this book is 16 by 12. This is 12 by 16. Grimm's Fairy Tale posters. And these are thicker. They're real heavy cardstock. And and they're pinup girls. So don't anybody get offended. Okay, so I have one started here that's got alcohol markers. Now, let me show you what happens when you use alcohol markers. Ready? Wait for it. This is what happens when you use alcohol markers. So this is still, it's probably about 110, maybe 110 weight, maybe 90. It's pretty thick. But regardless, alcohol markers going to go through. So you can see how far I've got with this. I'm not done, but I did use a stencil on top of the alcohol markers. So yeah, it's a really pretty, I love this book, but I, didn't know how many people really want me to, work in my pinup girls, but to move that over there, it's put in the shadow. So, but it's really big. It was me, alcohol markers. Okay, Shaz, well, there you go. This is what happens when you use alcohol markers. These are my Copics and alcohol markers. Okay, so I'll flip through this book if y'all like to see it. And you can pull them out. You can pull each page out. See, they just come out. So they're like posters. We can work on one if you want. I'm going to flip Shaz. Hold on. Really like her. They're all pretty. I mean, I like them all. And they're all done by different comic book artists. I think the names are on the back. I'll look them up in a minute. So it's Grimm's Fairy Tale Pinup Girls. And if you like comic book art, then you'd probably like coloring these. But that's why I liked it, because it's you can use alcohol markers. Hang on, beautiful colors. I got it at the bookstore. I'll give you the ISBN. I'm sure you can get it off of Amazon. There's like Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Little Red Riding Hood. I'm not sure who this one is. I know, right, Martians? Very cool. And then I put something behind it just so that it doesn't, bleed onto whatever I'm doing. All right, so let's see here. Here's the different ones. There's the names. Let me just kind of hold it up. Can y'all see the names or not? Or you can take a screenshot if you want all the names. There's J. Scott Campbell. So you can kind of see them there. But different artists have done the different ones. So if you take a screenshot of it, then you can zoom in later. All right, the ISBN number is 9781951087166. And it's $25. And I got it at the bookstore, but I'm sure you can probably find it on Amazon. It came out in 2020. So, yeah. 20 removable posters. Yeah, it does, Adam. So. But I like how they did a little sheet on here on the back with all the different artists. I can't really get much closer. My camera doesn't want to I have autofocus turned off. The handbook of better paper. Yeah, this paper is thick. It's like I said, it's probably about maybe 90 weight. It's not quite. It doesn't feel quite like 110. I'd say it's probably about 90 weight. But what I like about it, it's smooth. It's smooth, so it's going to be good for your alcohol markers. But it's because it's one sided. You can use your alcohol markers on it. See, because it bleeds through. So, and yes, she does have smeared lipstick on purpose. Or it could be blood. So I'm still working on her. She's not done, but I just really wanted it all in grays, and I stenciled the background. See how I stenciled over I did the Copic, and then I stenciled over it in ink on top. Same thing for her outfit. What little there is of it. I did it in Copic and then did stencil on top of it to give it a pattern. So, you can do that with any kind of clothes. If you want to give them patterns. You're welcome, Shaz. So like her wings, we could do her wings and then put patterns in her wings. Let's see. Let's do a little test here. Let me see. Let's find I don't want it too dark of green because then, the pattern won't show up. Let's see, maybe this one. Let's see here. Oh, wait. See, I didn't even do my own rule. You got to put something behind it, otherwise you're going to go right through. Okay, that's the back cover. Because it's going to go right through. Okay, we'll work a little bit on this. Y'all want to? Let me zoom in one. Just because a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of coat. Well, this one's the Master's Touch. I have all different kinds of alcohol ink markers. As long as they're brush tip, some of mine are not brush tip, but as long as they're brush tip, I've got the Milo. I have the Master's Touch. Oh, what other brands do I have here? That's Copic, Milo, which I think the Milo, the I think they're all made by the same, Chinese company. Hi, Judy. Oh, did I say hi to you earlier? I think I did. So we'll just work on this little wood nymph or whatever she is. And to me, the trick with Copics or any alcohol markers is keeping a wet edge. And if the edge gets dry, you need to go over both edges to get it wet again, because you can re-wet it to get it to blend. But that's kind of the trick to alcohol markers. And I'm not a Copic certified or anything like that. I'm really a pencil girl. So, but I do like them. They're fun. But let's see where we're going here. Do you have any questions or any other techniques y'all want to see or try? We've done pan pastels. We've done pan pastels in color books. Peter Pan. I don't know. Yeah, it could be it does kind of look like a Peter Pan girl, right? But I'm thinking it's just some kind of fairy, some kind of a with wings. But pan pastels are really becoming one of my favorite tools, especially in portraits. I use pan pastels on the base of my lemur. Y'all saw that last week. And then I had to stop because we ran out of time. But I did finish it with Poscas. Poscas on top of the pan pastels. I would not use your alcohol markers on top of pastel because that will probably just dry them right out. You know. I asked how you were doing, but the kitty had okay, Judy. Looks like okay, let's see. Really cool. Look like Mark Sylvester's art. Let me see who did this one. Where is she? Paul Green. Paul Green. Marsh. Y'all take a screenshot right here, then y'all can go zoom in later and see who did what. Hi, Helen. Let's see. A page where it's all mixed media, like a big page that threw everything on. I do. I've done even collage. I've taken ColorBook pages like this, cut them out, and put them in a collage. All right, so let's see here where I'm going to go with this. Oh, actually, I think that might be it's supposed to be part of the moon. You can see I didn't pay attention. That's probably part of the moon right there, going all the way around. See? That's okay. Her wings in front of it, so it made that part of the moon have green on it because her wings in front of it. All right, so let's see. I was going to try to get enough done on like one of her wings to do the stencil on top of it, like right in here or something. That's part of that. I'm going to need that. Okay, so let's see. Let's do another color of some kind of a green, and then we'll stencil on top of those wings. Let's see. Do I want to kind of a brownish green, maybe? Let's see. I got do a test over here. It's kind of a brown. I kind of like that. Let's go with this. Okay. I'm going to get the other one shade lighter. So we can keep it wingish. Keep it wingy. All right, let's see. This one is Y9. Of course, you can't ever tell. Like, that doesn't look anything of that color to me. Let's see. That's probably not much different. No, it's too much the same. Let's see. I want something really lighter. Let's try this one. There we go. That's lighter. No, not enough. I need something really lighter. Let's try this one. This is a Master's Touch. That's too peach. Let's try. I need something more in the yellow family. This Copic's probably too old. Well, maybe. That's the color I want. But it's a little bit, I need a refill in this one. But let's go ahead and do it. Oops, wrong. There we go. Something like that. Let's see. I know I'm missing a background story to why the moon is now gray. Yeah. So we can, well, this is actually olive green, but I could do it all. I could do it all black. I could do a black, like moon thing, you know. I could do a black background. You like to squeak? Oh, good, Rachel. I'm glad. Oh, which one of these was I using now? Is it this one or no? This one. Okay, here we go. Let's continue on here. Give it a little wingish. Okay, now going down to the next section. Let's see, anybody say anything? Rachel, how about the sound of sneakers? You might be pushing it there, Judy. I don't know if you might be pushing it there with the sneakers on the gym floor. With Rachel. Eek, 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 eek. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to try. I usually try not to turn my work when I'm on stream, but I'm going to turn it. Okay, bye, CK. Thank you for stopping in. I should try to do a giveaway. We didn't do one last week, did we? I think I took a break from giveaways last week because of the beads that I did the week before. Whoops, my man. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if that's really a wing in there, but I'm gonna wing it. I like it. Now some of this needs to be a little darker in here. Nope. Any comments on the alcohol markers? All right, so these wings are going this way. This one's going this way. So I want the direction of the marks to go the way the wings are going. You know what I mean? Thank you, Shaz. Okay, so this is going to go this way. Oops, let's get that fixed right there. So you can smooth it out or kind of make any mistakes. You just re-wet it. And I want some of the green in there. And I'll go and do that one. Hope I'm in frame. Yeah, I am. Almost looks like a sunflower petals. Okay, last little section here. Oh, thanks, Kathleen. And hi, by the way. All right, let's look at it. Okay, I kind of like it. And see, her clothes will all have that dark green, and of course, there's a lot of skin. Lots of skin. But, like, let's see here. I need to find another green. Let's see. That's going to be too much the same as the others. Let's see here. Ah, there we go. It's not enough. It's almost the same. It's a little bit different. If I do a light touch, I think I can make it look a little different. And then this will be all dark in here. All right, that's leg. She's got some kind of metal, armor pieces. I'm not sure how much that armor is going to protect her. And her hair, I guess I could do her hair. Could do her hair really light, a light color, like almost just a little shade lighter than this. Let's see. Let's do a little bit more of her clothes, whatever there's left. Not sure. I think maybe that's a little bit of, give her a little bit of clothing on that side. She doesn't have much. All right, let's see. Hair. Because there's a lot of her hair I could do. Let's see. Let's do another shade of yellow. Let's see. Oh, I love to doing redheads, but no, we'll go with yellow. Let's see. All right, let's start with the light yellow. We'll go ahead and get it blocked in. Her ankles, okay with that armor. I think that's some of the armor too. But I'm going to go ahead and block in her hair. Let's just block it in, then we'll go back and shade. Are y'all still with the tour? Julie usually is holding the velvet rope. The artists have other parties. Yeah, exactly, Marsh, right? Make my own wisps. Anybody got any more techniques or anything you want to try or do? Or I didn't do any stenciling on there. I kind of just like the way it kind of almost looks like a flower. Yeah, exactly, Marsh, but whatever. All right, so let me go back with, let me just block in her hair here. I'm going to turn it sideways. Just so I can get it all blocked in. What time is it? Oh, we're good. That's her ear right there. I could do her face. Let me just block in her hair, then maybe we'll move on to her face. Actually, I could just almost do this whole solid, and that's her ear right there. So I got to, because she's going to have darker shadows underneath. Let me just get a little bit of the shadows around her face. Yes, this is a poster, Jane. It is a poster. I won't do all this now because if I want to do her face. Because I have to do all that, so I'll wait on all that. Just trying to get in some of the shadowed areas. Okay, let's see. All right, do I want to do her a color, like her skin is a color, like she's green or something? Do we want to do her green? What do y'all think? Because she's some kind of a little elf. We could do her green. Oh, Jane, here, did you want to see the cover? Here. Grimm's Fairy Tale coloring poster. I did give the ISBN, but I'll give it again. There's all the different comic artists that have contributed to these posters. The ISBN is 9781951087166. It came out in 2020. What do y'all think? No, purple, green. No, I don't want her purple. Well, she could be purple. She'd kind of look like, she'd kind of blend in, wouldn't she? Not light blue. It'd have to be purple or green. What do y'all think? Do we want her green? Would go well with her wings and olive tone. Yeah, but she'd almost just blend in. You know, she'd just almost be solid green because this is olive green here. You vote flesh color. You could put green gems. Okay, we could do her flesh color, just regular flesh color. I could do her dark skin too. She could be dark brown. Fairies do blend in. Yes, I have seen one lately. Let's see. Let me just grab my skin tone. These are the old ones. I think I bundled them up because they need to be refreshed. Let's test these and make sure these are all working. Let's see if these are working. Okay, let me see. Let me see which ones here are working. Okay, good. I think this is the same one. E15. No, it's E18. Okay. Good. Okay, I should say it's not real good, but I'm not sure if I've just grabbed some. I might have grabbed my old set. Pink. Okay, I might go with those. Might go with these. Reddish warm brown. Yeah, that's what I got here because that's the Copics I have. If you're going to do any alcohol marker and you want to do skin set, there's skins you can buy. There's 2 different skin sets that you can buy in the Chow rather than the Sketch, because the Sketch ones, these run you about $8, $9 now. These you can buy in a set. I think there's 6 in a set, or maybe 5. Maybe there's 5 in a set, and there's 2 different sets. There's a light skin and a dark skin. Okay, let's go ahead and do these. Let me hang on. Let me get under my table and move this stencil bucket because I'm keep kicking it. There we go. I do have the Crayola Colors of the World, but those are water-based. Yeah, I do have those, the Crayola Colors of the World, but they're water-based, and they're not going to blend as well. Just saying. Water-based markers don't, I mean, I guess they could, but if you really like get some water in there and blend them, but they're not the same as Copics. All right, let's move these out of the way for a minute. So I have space. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to get these 2 together. And you really should cap them in between as you're using them, but I'm going to go back and forth between these 2 quickly. So I'm going to uncap them. So I'm going to start the mid-tone here. And just get some blend going. Just get it started. Give her a little bit darker eyebrow. Oh, I think that's her jewel thing. That's a headpiece. Okay. So I'll worry about that later. Really want to get her blocked in. Remember, it's the trick is a wet edge. You just got to build it up slow. Put a little shadow into that headpiece there. I think I will give her green eyes because she's a little fairy, woodland fairy. Not looking at chat much, guys. I hope I'm not missing too much. Yeah. Not really, Leah. I wing a lot of it. You know, I just kind of like, well, was this working? Is this not working? Is that working? Okay, but a little bit of the dark green, and then I need a light lime green, like real light. Should just do it with pencil, but you know. And then this can have a jewel in it, like a green jewel or something. She can have some emeralds in her. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and do some lips. All right, now if I want her a little darker, I'm going to have to get in there shortly. Will you use pencil on this? Well, probably not today. I won't have time to do it today. I mean, I could do pencil, but I don't know that I'll do it today. But I don't know. The comic artists, they would watch me do this and go, "Oh my God, you're screwing it up." I mean, because I'm not a comic artist, a colorer. I'm just trying to build it up a little at a time. Because I want it darker, but I don't want to lose any features. Like her face is more in shadow on this side, but I want it darker even still. There we go. It's better. Take a minute, catch my breath. Aw, you're sweet, Marsh. Just got to blend, a lot of blend, especially in skin. I think she needs a little bit more emphasis under this eye here. There we go. That's better. Let's do some real accented eyes here. Oops. This right here, this one line, I've got to blend that out. There's a line right there. Here we go. That's better. That's better. And then I want her to have, and I always use it for pupils, eyelashes. I always use a Sharpie. Let me zoom in one. I always use a Sharpie pen, not a marker, although, it doesn't matter if it goes through on this. But I always use a Sharpie pen. Let's see, this one's not working, is it? Let's see. No, that is. And I always like a little bit thicker eyebrows and eyelashes, and then the pupils I'll put a highlight, but let's do because you lose the very, very blackness of it and you keep going over and over with more stuff. I want the corners of her mouth, a little bit in her nostril there. Give her some more, a little bit of more eyelash, more dramatic lashes there. And then we want to give her that's not going to be, I need my gel pen. Hang on. Or a smaller Posca. It's going to be too big. I'll let it dry for a second. All right, let's see here. All right, so now let me go ahead and let me just get a layer of this one. I need to refill my E11. Do I have another E11 handy? Let's see. E00. I need to fill my E11. Oops. All right. Let's see if one of these is a little better. It's a little. Either one. They need to be refilled. All right, let's try this one. No, that one's completely empty. I'm wondering if I can. Am I seeing through that right there, or is that part of the? I'm imagining what it could be. I think that's a hole there. All right, let's start with that. The shadow right there. Am I ignoring you guys? Just doing it a little at a time. Does it seem time consuming to you guys, or am I just doing it slow? She has to have smooth skin. Looks like she's got some kind of. I'm imagining some kind of a clothing right there. Some of the green. Oh, sorry, she's half practically out of frame. I thought that was a jewel spot, but the whole works too. Yeah, I guess it could be a jewel spot. All these would be jewel spots. I mean, I could still do that. You just got to kind of think of what they might have in mind, or just make it your own. But I just take my time building up the layers. See, I'm thinking that this right here is some clothing. You might not be able to see it, but I can see some kind of a line right there. Even like if it's just like something kind of see-through. Okay, getting there. See, this right here, I'm thinking is some kind of a clothing. A little patch of a very slim patch of clothing. Let's see, is this the green? Oh, let me go back over here. Yeah, this color. So I'm going to imagine that this is a patch of green. So she's got some kind of sleeve thing going on. Right there. Maybe right into there too. See, just give her a little color, in her clothing. All right, let's see. Let's go down this arm now. I think that's some kind of weaponry or something right there. I've got to refill this or find another one. My E11 is really running out. Another E11 here. E00. Let's see if I can. It's wet. I just need something that's going to keep the edge wet there. Let me see. Am I missing anything? Yeah, exactly, Marge. There's not. There's not. What do y'all think? How's she looking? It's wearing me out. Calling those high altitudes. um, but I'm thinking that some of this could be some kind of clothing in there. This right here, and then that could be a weapon. But I'm gonna think that, or part of the metallic, something. This and that and these. But I'm thinking right there that might be some of the green. So I'm gonna go with this in here being clothes. What do y'all think? Does that look about right? Like maybe that's clothes? Are we giving her we're giving her too much clothes? What do y'all think? Thank you, Demi Bruce. Thank you. Yeah, a little elf. Yeah, a little, I don't know. I guess it would be an elf, not a fairy because of her ears. Elves have those pointy ears. Well, I mean, like you can make it whatever you want because, you know. But she does have some, like she has gold. She has a gold earring on the top of her ear here. Well, I say gold. It looks like another, then her earrings are here. She's got like double pierced or just loops or whatever, but, you know. I could use some gold stickles or gold paint. And then all her armor. Should I make her armor all gold too? That would be pretty good. Okay, so this is her leg right here. All this is her leg. So let me just kind of figure out where her leg's going this way. And then that's more armor there. Let me just kind of block her in. Oops, got a little bit on the. Let's fix that there. Okay, gotta turn it. And then her leg comes this way. So that's her, like her side. That's like her hip, her thigh, and then her calf. So let's just get it kind of the direction. Let me just get this blocked in so I know which way her shape is going. And it's going to look striped for a minute, but or just going to look stripy for a minute. But I gotta find the shape of her body here, like that. A wing. Is this no? That's her hip here, and then she's got this cloth hanging off of her hip right there, and it goes around her rear right there. See how that looks like a little string thing going right there. Just gonna have a shadow like right in here. She's got all that equipment and everything. She probably have a little highlight somewhere right in there. Can y'all see that how that's her hip and then her leg goes around this way? I still can't see it as a hip. It could be clothing. All right, imagine if I painted that green. If that was green, it was the clothing, would that make you see it better? I could make it all clothing. Let's try. Should we try to make this clothing? Or am I going to mess it up now? that make it better for you? No? Keep it as too late. All right, we'll just hang on. Anybody seen Tina today? She usually, if she doesn't make it, she'll text and say, I got to take my mom somewhere or something. I don't know. I might have messed that up, but don't give her more clothing. I know. Well, I could try to go back. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can go back now. Everybody said they couldn't tell that it was her body. I could tell it was her body, but you know. All right, so let's see. Maybe I should just go ahead and because I don't have much time left, and I kind of want to do the gold. So I haven't even finished her hair, right? I haven't even done her hair yet. But I'm thinking, I don't know. What do y'all think? Stickles? Should I go with stickles? I'd have to just let it sit overnight. I can finish her later. Well, I'm going to have to because I'm not going to finish. This was an impulse color. This was an impulse color. I pulled out this book, this poster. Okay, I'll stop on the hair for now. Well, I say that and then I want to. I don't know who's texting me. Is that my family? Yeah, it's family. All right, so let's do. Let's see. Let me look for my gold stickles. Where's my stickles? Let me go around the other side. See if I have some gold stickles. See if I have any left. Uh-oh. Come back here. That's more coppery than gold. And then we could do some jewel. I don't know if there's enough green. I think I'm out of green. I was going to say I could do the green, some green emeralds on her. Let's see. Hang on, guys. I'm digging. Uh-oh. All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm not sure if that's much in there. I really like this gold better, but I think I'm almost out. There's hardly anything in that one. I could use this green here. I don't know if there's anything in that one either. But I'm thinking her, some of her armor and her, let's see if there's anything in there. Hey, the hubster's home. I'll be down in a minute, honey. He didn't even hear me. I'm still streaming. I need to put those things in the mail. Could you do that for me? Could you put those things in the mail for me? Hello? Can't hear me. Can you put those things in the mail for me? Okay. Thank you. All right, so now I want to put some of the green. Let's test this out. And I'll hold it up so you can see it because I know I'm half out of camera. Okay, let's put some, gotta shake it down there. All right, so if I decided that I wanted all this to be jewels instead of her skin in there. Hang on, guys. I'm not looking at chat. I know I'm being a bad host. Being a bad host. Hang on, I'll show it to y'all at an angle. You'll see it. And again, I've not finished her legs. That's going to take me a while. Okay, where else do I want some kind of, maybe a little bit of touch of jewels on the ends of these warrior, princess, fairy, elf things. Maybe right there too. All right, so can you see? All right, let's go back to the copper. I'd use gold, but I don't even think there's any gold in that thing, so I'm going to go with the copper. I got to be careful not to sit my hand in it. But which would look good. This will look good with her skin too. Or I could do copper and gold, but I don't have any gold in that thing, I don't think. It's not going to be enough contrast, I don't think. Gotta watch over there. Could almost use black. A black sparkly something. I'm just talking to myself because I'm figuring it out in my head as I'm doing it. As I'm doing it. I don't know if I have any black. No, it's in the other container. Go back to the green. You love the stickles, but it really needs, it's going to have some kind of an outline between this green jewel and the copper color. It's not enough contrast. They're two the same tone, but so you can't tell enough difference between them. But anyway, I think I'm going to stop. Oh, wait, let me do this one. Let's do this jewel right here. Look at this cabochon. We can pick it back up another day. I hope y'all got some ideas today in the other book and this one. Maybe I'll finish her legs. I probably won't finish this today, though, because I got other things I got to do, and Janet's comes on, and we're going to do her, it's her birthday stream. All right. But we got to start. What do y'all think? Okay, let me back out one here. So yeah, her legs, her legs aren't going to have stripes on them, but that's her thigh coming around here, and then this is her calf coming down here, and then there's her other calf over there. So, but she's coming along. It's okay. It was just doing it on the fly, But let me show you the back just so y'all can see. I don't want to touch, just so you can see that it's alcohol markers that goes through. So I'll let this sit and dry. Over to the side here. And we'll go back over to what we did in here. tested out Jane Davenport's layer cake paint, sushi roll colors on there. And then we did, well, this was already done. We already did that. But this has got Posca on top of it. We practiced a little bit with some patterns. We did the stencil. This one was already done. This one's still in progress there. Again, with watered down acrylic paint and then pencil on top and Posca for the little white fur. Oh, thanks, guys. I hope y'all had fun. This one was already done. Again, a stencil background. We haven't done a lot in this one. This has been more testing than actual finished pages. But all right, guys, I guess I will head on out and we'll see how I'm still doing. Home for lunch. And we'll see you over at Janet's in about an hour and 15 minutes. Bye, Pacola. Thank you, little Snapdragon. And see y'all at Janet's in about an hour and 15 minutes. Thanks, everybody. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Maseki. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And go color something. Go color something.